What should stay hidden should stay hidden. I'm a 17-year-old female living in Maine. I live in an old house. I've always been a curious kid. I love anything to do with hauntings, the paranormal, abandoned buildings, etc. After my dad's sudden death, my mum moved me, my twin brother, and my younger sister up to Maine, near Portland. It was a nice house. You could tell it was old, but it seemed to be in good condition given how old it was. When we first moved in, we arrived around 11:45 a.m. We had just enough daylight to explore what we could. I picked my room on the second-story floor all the way down the hallway to the left. Once we were all settled in my siblings, and I had just enough time to scope out the rest of the house and some of the surrounding area. After my dad died, my mum wasn't the same. Once a happy, outgoing person who would do anything for you, she was now a shell of herself. Now, though, she barely ever leaves the house. It's been a year now, and the only difference is my mum would hide in the basement for hours after work. She said we weren't allowed down there. One day, whilst my mum was at work, curiosity got the better of me and I went downstairs. I had my brother and sister keep watch just in case mum came home early. Keep in mind this was mid-January and we were so remote barely anybody comes through these parts. It's easy to get lost. In the basement, I found a diary in a box that belonged to my dad. I opened it and started reading. It didn't give much detail, but in it my dad had written that he had a theory my mum was a part of an unsolved murder case. He was convinced that once she knew that he knew, he'd be next. I don't know what to do or say. My mum wasn't always the nicest person, but murder